What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So today we're going to talk about stimulus checks. I'm going to give you guys an update, and I have a couple of things I want to talk about today. The first thing we're going to talk about is Mitch McConnell. He's pretty much opened the door to another round of stimulus checks. And then we're going to talk about $2,000 or $1,200. What are we most likely to see when it comes to another stimulus check? But first off, on this channel, we talk about personal finance for travelers. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you can get future updates on my videos. So the first story I want to talk about today is Mitch McConnell. So we know Mitch McConnell has never really said anything about stimulus checks. He hasn't been against it. So he hasn't closed the door to stimulus checks, but he's never really promoted it. He's not really talking about it. But yesterday he did. So he was in an interview yesterday, and he pretty much said that he's open to another round of stimulus checks, but it's going to be targeted. And I talked about this last week where I said the Republican senators right now, they want to target things. So they really want to take control of who gets another round of stimulus checks. I guess they felt in the first round, the CARES Act, that too many people got stimulus checks. And it's probably true because some people didn't spend the money. I was one of them. I just put the money in my savings. But I think they want to really focus more on the people who really need it. And so in this interview, he kind of went on to say that the hospitality industry's been hit bad, travel's been hit bad. People making $40,000 or less are the ones that probably, he didn't say this, but they're most deserving of another round of stimulus checks is kind of what he was alluding to. So that's where he is. But by him mentioning that, and by him saying people making $40,000 or less are the people who were impacted the most, well, now he's telling everyone that this is going to happen, because if it doesn't, then all these people who are making $40,000 or less are going to look at Congress and at the senators and at Mitch McConnell and say, what happened? So you said that we were getting hit the hardest, but you're not giving us a stimulus check. So by him mentioning that, and by him being the leader of the Senate, he's talked this over with the other senators, and they're kind of on board for 40,000 or less. So remember, this does have to be negotiated with the Democrats. So that doesn't mean just because they're saying 40,000 or less, like everyone making 40,000 or less will get something, and people making over 40,000 are not going to get anything. So there's going to be a negotiation that's going to happen. Households, how are they going to figure that out? If it's a husband and a wife and they both make 40,000 each, does that mean 80,000? I mean, so all this stuff is going to have to be negotiated. So the fact that he's saying 40,000, he's putting a number out there, which means he's already been talking about this with the other senators. And remember what Trump said. So Trump was saying it's going to be larger than what the Democrats want. So now they're kind of in a situation where they're going to have to make a decision on how much it's going to be. So that brings us to the next story. Is it going to be 2,000 or 1,200? So this stimulus check is going to be 2,000 or 1,200. And I'm going to be honest with you, after the HEROES Act was approved and they put $1,200 on the table, I was thinking, wow, that's crazy how they would put $1,200 on the table and not try to go higher and negotiate down. So I was looking at it like, okay, it's probably going to be $1,200. There's probably been some talk already, and that's what people are going to be seeing. But in light of the last couple of weeks, there have been some changes. Especially my attitude has changed when it comes to the next round of stimulus checks. And I'm looking more at, it's probably going to be closer to 2,000. And there are a few reasons why. So the first thing, COVID-19. I mean, we're seeing a resurgence in COVID-19. We're seeing spikes in different parts of the U.S. And so we're also seeing states starting to close things down. So because of this, I think there's just going to be more of a demand for a higher stimulus. So the $1,200 that was before, that was the HEROES Act. That was during a time where the jobs numbers were looking good. And it looks like we're at the top of the curve and we were flattening out. But now it looks like we're going back up again. So because of that, I think they're really going to have to strongly consider having that stimulus check be higher than $1,200. So the second reason is polls. This is an election year, so we have to look at the poll numbers. Trump is not doing well right now when it comes to the polls. And when you look at Real Clear Politics, you look at their average, which I always like to look at their average because they average all the polls. It's not just one poll. It's 8.7. That is the spread right now. Now, last week it was 9.2, so it is closing in just a little bit, but he's still far away from Biden. But nonetheless, if the poll numbers still look like this and there's still this large gap, then we're going to see more than $1,200. Now, the last thing, Trump's statement. So Trump's statement and McConnell's statement both are letting us know, hey, we're going to get another round of stimulus. Trump said it's going to be larger than what the Democrats want. So we already know what the Democrats want, $1,200. And yesterday we saw Mitch McConnell is open to more stimulus checks. So if you want it larger than what the Democrats want, and we know they want $1,200, or at least that's what was approved, then it has to be more than $1,200. And if Mitch McConnell is open to another round of stimulus checks, then he's probably open to more than $1,200 as well, because that's what the president wants, and he wants to please the president. So these are the reasons why I think, we're probably going to be looking at $2,000. Not for everyone, though. What they'll do is they'll probably have it just like they did before with 75,000 or less, but I think they might drop it down. Like Mitch McConnell wants to drop it down to 40,000. Now, this all needs to be negotiated. So Mitch McConnell's saying 40,000 or less, but guess what? It's going to go over to the House, and the Democrats are going to have to kind of see, okay, 40,000, why not bring it up to 65,000 or less, and then have it just like it was before. It was 75,000 or less, and then 75,000 or higher up to 99,000. You still got a percentage, but you didn't get the full amount. So that's probably what they're going to do. They'll probably just drop it down a little bit and give people more money. That's probably what the way they'll work it. But this is interesting. We now see that there'll definitely be another stimulus check, because Mitch McConnell would not have come out and said anything about stimulus checks if there wasn't going to be a stimulus check. So this is something that's being discussed. It's just a matter of how much it's going to be and who's it going to go to. But I want to know what you guys think. So down below, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.